bad nights, she would wake up to the dog on the bed, barking away the nightmares. Today he was just sitting by, eyes level and fixed on her, an at-ease soldier expression on his face. She sat up in her unheated room, lit by the TV's static sky, and touched the ice-cold window glass. Real sensations, all of them. She wondered how dreams managed to deceive her every time. They were so blatantly dreams in retrospect, the fake stimuli so dim and shallow. She caressed Tim's head, his short fur, his wet nose, his whiskers. It was all too complex to be fabricated. "How do you stay sane, Tim?" she asked him. Tim whimpered, Oliver twisting his pale blue eyes. Kerri gave him a flirt-acknowledging smirk and allowed him to hop inside the Spartan cast-iron-framed bed. She sat against the wall, flipped through the dozen books on the solitary shelf, opened one paperback, and retrieved the newspaper clip. The teen sleuths grinned back at her across 13 years from the sunny grayscale shores of Sleepy Lake, 1977. "Do you still see them?" asked the shrink. Nate, crash-landed on the armchair opposite, threw back a dehydrated stare. "Your friends, I mean," Dr. Willett clarified. "Are you still in contact with them?" Nate took a drag of his cigarette, clutched between Band-Aid-wrapped fingertips, stalling for the end of the session. "My cousin Kerri calls from time to time. She went to study biology in New York, and she stayed there. I see her once or twice a year. Her mom still breeds Weimaraners back in Portland. Andy just left. At 16 or so, she threw a backpack over her shoulder, left home, and jumped on a train to, I don't know, find herself or whatever. She was always the complex one. I think she calls Kerri sometimes or sends her postcards. Peter was the golden boy. He stayed in California to finish high school. He planned to attend the Air Force Academy, follow Captain Al's steps. And then at 16 he got discovered by a casting agent. He did movies, became a big star." He snorted, put out the cigarette, and dropped the tone of his voice. Then he overdosed on pills and died in a hotel room in L.A. In another city, in another state, Kerri stroked the pulp-quality paper on which the Pennaquick Telegraph was printed. Its pores, the jagged edges of the page. Real sensations, like this cold room and the coarse army blanket, and Tim's ears brushing her thighs. This did happen. This piece of paper says it. "Teen sleuths unmask Sleepy Lake monster. Uncover criminal plot. Haunting debunked." We did it. "Do you miss them?" Dr. Willett prompted. Nate gazed at the window. It was March, but still winter. That's what the last 13 years had been. A very long winter. "Nah," he said. "We were kids. Childhood friends don't last forever. I mean, who holds on to the past for that long?" Thomas X. Wickley's own 13-year-old copy of the Pennaquick Telegraph, stained with blood and urine, burned inside his breast pocket during the parole hearing. "You were charged with fraud, attempted burglary, kidnapping, and child endangerment, and you pleaded guilty to all 4. Is that correct?" "Yes, it is." 13 years. Now, you know kidnapping is the most serious of these charges, and yet it's also the one for which you could have more easily pleaded innocence. You were aware that this crime in itself, kidnapping a minor, added 10 years to your sentence. 13 fucking years. "I was," he answered. His hands on the table didn't even shudder at the number. They stayed still and gnarled like ancient trees, mumbling in grumpy voices. 13 years, you say, boy? That's nothing." It was true. He never had any plans for those 13 years anyway, not since things went awry in Blyton Hill.